Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Austin. What do you do? What do you do, Austin?
I work at Kraken, a Bitcoin exchange. We got Bitcoin and a bunch of other ones.
Okay.
And we have 5 fiat currencies, or as some call them, slave monies. And we're one of the largest, most liquid exchanges. I believe by a nice, healthy margin, the most liquid in Euro.
Okay.
And yeah.
So,
I
how
got
many
some hobbies too, so I do other things also. But
No, that's okay.
I do that.
We
mostly.
don't actually care about that.
Oh yeah, nobody cares. I know nobody cares.
Sorry. Okay,
That's why I'm
Devcon.
reluctant to even answer the question because nobody cares.
Devcon. How many Devcons have you been to?
I think I went to 3. This is my 3rd one.
Damn.
I skipped one, so maybe, yeah.
Which ones did you do?
I think I went to one last year in Cancun, and then I went to
London?
another one, but not the one in, yeah, it must have been that one, yeah.
Okay.
But not the one in China.
Okay.
I've never been to China.
Me neither. So tell me, what's your impression of this one compared to those ones?
This one's way bigger, even than the one last year. The venue's much bigger, and it's much more high production value, I should say.
Well organized?
Much better organized.
Yeah.
And maybe that's because of the wonderful Ayako joining the Ethereum Foundation.
From Kraken.
From Kraken. I'm a big fan of hers. She's cool. I don't care what anybody says.
Nice.
And,
What else is different other than the size? What's the vibe like? Especially compared to last year.
I'd say that last year there was a lot of, as I heard Vlad describe them, moon boys, and maybe a few that were. There's probably less presence this year of people like kind of strictly in it for the greed. Although I mean, there's an underlying current of that always in these things. But yeah, I think it's I think the bear market has probably been relatively healthy for the overall
Ecosystem?
the aura here.
Okay.
I don't know.
And you feel it. It's way less
Not way,
hype.
yeah, but it's less. There's still obviously it's Ethereum, so there's plenty of hand waving, plenty of hype, plenty of dreams. But yeah, it's less so.
Yeah. Okay. What was the best talk that you saw here?
I saw the MakerDAO one, and I liked it because it was it was very kind of real world economic focused, where he described one of the incentives for him to be doing the project is because the existing legacy dinosaur grandpa financial system is so perverse and corrupt and has he was describing how you have these debt-based assets that are then quadruple, quintuple, 10 times hypothecated on top of each other until it's a massive thing where the tail wags the dog and then the whole economy explodes and no one knows how, but it's obvious how.
And do you feel
we
like
can move with Maker? I mean, Maker has this like kind of, I guess, I don't know. I shouldn't describe it because I'm not an expert on that, but it does have some element of like collateralizing and then issuing debt-based things on top. But at least if at the core you have equity-based assets that are, the whole thing's very transparent is the key, right? So you might have a debt-based assets in that system, but at least everything is transparent, unlike with the legacy system where like one of the points that he made, which was fantastic, he said, imagine if you try to go to a bank and you're going to put this money in there and you say, oh, but before I put my money in, let me see all your books and all your liabilities and all your outstanding everything, and they laugh you out of the room. But theoretically, with that system, you can do that.
That's good. So that was your favorite talk?
It's like one of the only ones I saw. I saw a couple more, but haven't seen that many.
All right. Think of the conversations that you've had this week. Is there one that stands out to you? And who was it with? And what was it about?
Well, I don't want to say who it was with, but actually, it was actually somebody. I'm really into monetary policy.
Okay.
In Ethereum, it seems like a lot of people don't care too much about monetary policy. That's why they kind of have this, they got conference calls to decide the monetary policy, I guess, which I think is a big weak point that it's not already. But, it's good that there's competition of currencies and everything is voluntary. and currency competition is the healthiest thing.
So was there a
See?
conversation
But
about
there's
this, or
somebody who I believe I've known for many years actually, and it seems like the needle is moving in this guy's head, or girl, but it's a guy, yeah, of course. but
there's a lot of guys here.
where yeah,
Likelihood it was a guy is not
guys here, yeah.
terrible. Okay.
But he was kind of saying how he, I guess, sees now why, how essentially that can be a potential point of capture. For his potential in his mind, was he was kind of saying how he sees now that maybe not having like a fixed monetary policy that from the start might be a threat in the future.
For a ecosystem, for a token.
For the ecosystem, for the Ethereum ecosystem, I would say.
That's good insight.
But yeah, and that's something I've kind of thought, and I can't remember. I mean, there's a. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, what was the best party?
Well,
Did you go to any parties?
No, I don't party too much.
Okay.
You know, I usually buckle down.
Yeah.
I go to the event and then I buckle down in the hotel room and clickety clackety for a few hours afterwards.
Very good.
You know, so I can try to. Get
Austin's bosses, you're hearing this? He's working hard.
Getting things done around here. Swear it.
Nice. Okay, so no parties for you.
We went to this event last night with Amir Taki from Binance. And Amir Taki was speaking with Vlad Zamfir and Ashley Tyson. And always love to hear Amir Taki talk. You know, that he's tapped into something else.
Nice.
Some other vibration. I don't know.
Cool.
He's good.
That was a good event then.
That was a very good event.
Nice.
And,
okay.
I think Amir Taki should be speaking much more everywhere. And he has he has a very, he's got a novel perspective, unique perspective about governance and how our networks and the decentralized networks interact with the kind of real world in a way that I think a lot of basement dwellers, neckbeards, they can't really. He kind of came from that world and has been thrust himself in some serious
life stuff.
Yeah, that really, I think there's a lot to learn from him in terms of his ideas around social organization and such.
Cool. Austin, I want to say thank you for being on here, man.
Anna. You're cool.
And
I don't care what anybody says.
have a good.
I don't care what these people are saying.
Have a good rest of your time.
Okay, ciao.
Ciao.